Found myself a little bench to sit on and just enjoy the sun here for a moment on the side of the road. Yeah, the subject matter of the unconscious runs so deep. The unconscious dissociation from self shows up everywhere. It's the reason why we don't like to be in our body. It's the reason why we don't like to be in this world. It's the reason why we don't like to be in this earth, on this earth. All of it stems from this unconscious, subconscious self-alienation. And of course, many factors have contributed to that, that made us not be in love with self, that made us dissociate from self, from this unpleasant experience in this world. The unpleasantness was seeded through the unconscious acts of trauma, which exacerbated the need to dissociate from self, from this world, and from this earth. And because of that, all of creation suffers. We are not in love with ourselves. We're not in love with earth. We're not in love with our present state. And this lack of love shows up in our reality as discontentment, unhappiness, and judgment, criticism, and war. It all leads back to the lack of love for self. I'm trying to help make these unconscious feelings conscious so we can become aware. The more I become self-conscious and the more I add love to my life, self-love for being here, the more I like to be in this human incarnation, the more I am enjoying Mother Earth, nature, and these pets, animals that are in nature. I'm connecting. The more I am connecting within myself and to myself, I'm connecting to everything else. And the less of a need I feel to die and go to heaven, die and be with God. Because God, we meet God in being consciously present in this loving space within us and for us. God is love. So we have to bring as much love into our awareness as we can. That's how we make connection with God. God is not some being that when we get to heaven we run up and sit in his lap and run into his arms. God is love. It's the energy of love. And if we are void of self-love, we're void of God. And it shows up everywhere. It shows up within as discontent, and it shows up without as discontent. We just don't want to be here. And this permeates everything like leaven. Our feeling of not wanting to be here, not wanting to be present, but to rather be absent to try and go to be with God. There is nowhere to go to be with God. You have to go within and be with yourself in love. Go within and meet yourself in love. That's where God is. God is love. Love is God. The only way to meet God is to meet yourself with love. To stop dissociating and disliking everything about yourself, but to fall in love with yourself is to fall in love with God, is to meet God. Have a love-filled day for yourself and be present in love in yourself.